Glimpses of the Korean War, a war that ravaged the Korean peninsula from 1950 to 1953. The Canadian men that marched in that war are young no more. 79-year-old Len Reeves was one of those men. The London veteran is returning to Korea in April, and he's not been back since the 1950s. He's going back to see how his effort has played a part in South Korean progress.
Say, well, this is because I was over here as a soldier in the war. If it hadn't been for that, it's quite likely that the North Koreans would have, taken over South Korea, and this would be a communist country.
By the time Reeves arrived in Korea with 3RCR, ceasefire negotiations were taking place. The front line had settled north of the 38th parallel, but the fighting hadn't stopped. Reeves was at Hill 187 on May 3, 1953, when the Chinese attacked. He was sent to find Canadians on patrol who'd been overrun and made first contact with the enemy.
We were to go down to see what out into the no man's land, or headed down towards go to no man's land to see if there was any down there that we could bring back up, or if there was any wounded or anything like that. And then we started being shelled. You turn around and just hope that none of those shells is going to come in.
Helping Reeves return to Korea is this man, Paul Rochon. The 76-year-old is National Vice President for the Korean Veterans Association. He says it's also becoming a race against time to show veterans the progress Korea has made.
I feel like most of us don't have too many years to go, so if I can help them out to go back and say what they've done, then that's what I'm trying to do. Yes, the Korean War did something good. If you look at what it is today, it is, and you look at North Korea and South Korea, we did accomplish something.
Yet not all soldiers escaped the war unscathed. Canada's 516 war dead are remembered here at the country's National Memorial in Brampton. For Reeves, it was an emotional visit which brought back memories of that day at Hill 187.
That man right there, I carried him from where our platoon had been overrun. I carried him back to company headquarters, but he was dead when I got him back to company headquarters. Of course, I didn't know until I got back there that he was dead. I had him on my back and I was holding him there, and I couldn't feel it. But to see that and think of it now, it hasn't got me in tears, but it's close. That's the emotions of it.
For some Canadian veterans, this war will mark the end of their memorial journey for this year. But for veterans like Len, there are still a few thousand kilometers to go. For Western Journalism, I am Jim Saunders.